Welcome to Move the Needle. My name is Marlana Semenza, and I'm a photographer and visual strategist, and I create images that frame the way you are seen and understood by your clients and your audience. Please join me in welcoming today's guest. Ben, please give us your full name and tell us what you do.
Hi, Marlena. My name is Ben Baker. My company is Your Brand Marketing. We do a couple of things, but the big thing we do is we help build the leaders of the future, help them engage, retain, and grow employees, and build the story so brands become brands worth loving instead of just being a commodity.
Nice. So what would be your one tip for us to move the needle on our business or brand?
I think the one tip that I'm telling everybody right now is the time to re-onboard every employee. It's not just looking at new employees, it's looking at all employees. The world has changed. Our business has changed. Over the last 3, 4, 5 months, we've put a band-aid on things. We've thrown duct tape on things. We've made decisions based on crisis mode. And because of that, we put policies, procedures, opportunities in place that allow us to do what we needed to do in order to thrive and survive. It's time to move beyond that. It's time to codify what works, what doesn't work, what hasn't worked. Where do we want to be as a company moving forward? And what do we need to be successful? How do we need to communicate more moving forward? What is our new brand story? How do we incorporate what's happened during COVID and let people know who we are, what we've done, where we're going, and how the people inside the company matter? And if we can do that and we can build a proper brand story and we can re-onboard people, we can sit there and say, listen, this is where the company is going and this is why you're part of it and how you're going to help make the company better. And this is going to provide better customer experience. It's going to engage, retain, and grow employees. People are going to feel listened to. They're going to feel understood. They're going to feel valued. And by doing that, we get better customer experience, more loyal clients, and more profitable businesses. So it's all about sitting there going, let's get rid of the elephant in the room. Let's get rid of the taboos. Let's get rid of all the things that we've done just because we've always done it. And sit there and say, okay, what do we want to be going forward as a company? What are the things that are important to us? What's our purpose? What's our vision? Who do we want to have as clients? How do we best serve them? And be able to make sure that every single employee knows what's have changed, both the small things and the big things. Because there's been lots of small little things that when you add them together make a big difference. And then there's the big changes that have happened. And if people don't understand what those changes are and what the ramifications of those changes are, they're going to go back to the way things always were. And if they go back to the way things are, the company's not going to survive. It's not going to thrive. It's not going to move forward. So we need to take the time as companies. We need to take the time and invest the money to be able to bring everybody back to a ground zero and say, look, this is where we are. This is what's happened over the last 4 months. This is what's been good. This is what's been bad. This is what we tried that failed. And this is why it failed. This is what we learned from it. And this is why we're doing this instead. Because when people see that purpose, when they understand the process and the thought that went behind it, they're more willing to get behind it and work harder for you as a company moving forward. So that's my thought process. We need to re-onboard everybody. It's not going to be easy. It's going to take time. But if we don't do it, we're going to fail.
Love that. And thank you so much for that. And thank you for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me.